Right here in front of me, I have potentially the biggest PSA submission I have done to date. So we're going to have a look at all the cards and get right into it. Let's do this. So here it is, guys, my biggest PSA submission. As you can see right here, I have a load of Skyridge cards from the most incredible set in WotC, which is Skyridge. Now, myself and Chloe picked this up with our big Denmark purchase. If you haven't checked that video out, I'm going to be showing you guys the Skyridge submission, and Chloe is going to be posting the Aquapolis, so definitely check that out. But yeah, guys, this is some incredible cards that we're just going to go through and have a look at some of the conditions of the cards and hopefully see if we can get back some incredible returns when they eventually do. But up first, we have the Alakazam. Look at the artwork of this card. It is absolutely sensational. And also be sure to comment down below which out of all of these cards in today's video is your favorite looking. But as you can see, these are actually in really good condition. Definitely would say this one is near mint to mint. We've had a look at through them and we've decided that these are all the cards we are going to submit, and they are some really nice cards. And if you guys are interested in ever grading your cards to PSA, definitely be sure to drop me an email or Chloe an email, because we do a middleman service. So our emails are always in the description of our video. So as you can see here, our duplicate Alakazam, we actually did pick up 2 sets of each Skyridge and Aquapolis. This one has a slight ding in the corner, but PSA have sometimes overlooked them, and it is very slight. So hopefully the luck's on our side when it comes back from grading. Up next, we have an Arcanine, a really nice artwork. Look at this. It looks like the wind is blowing through its hair, and it's just absolutely loving life. But the one thing I do love about Skyridge, not only is the artwork, it is the holo pattern and the style. I just think it just makes the card absolutely pop. So here is the front and here is the back. Once again, actually in really good condition. The centering's actually really good too. In some of these WotC cards, you can get some really bad centering. You think it's in modern, but it also appears in vintage as well. So that is an Arcanine. Up next, we have an Articuno. I mean, look at the artwork of this card. And like I said, the holo just makes it absolutely pop. Centering looks pretty decent on this, as you can see, and then here is the back as well. Just once again, really happy with the purchase that we did. I don't know if they'll get 10s, but we're hoping for 9s and 8s, and we will still definitely be happy with that. Up next, we have the Beedrill, which is really interesting artwork, to be fair. Very cool card, and once again, just absolutely pops with that holo pattern. Here is the back. Centering on this one is pretty decent. I would say, if I'm being hypercritical, the top's a little bit bigger or thicker than the bottom. But I have had cards come back from PSA that have got a 10 and the centering is a lot worse. So like I said, hopefully the grader, whoever grades these, is in a good mood. And hopefully we get the leniency. But here is a Crobat as well. Lots of bats on display, some hanging, some flying. I'm not the biggest fan of bats, to be totally honest, but the artwork I can definitely appreciate. Here is the top and bottom, and very clean, very clean. And once again, the backs are actually really decent. I'm going to bring this one forward a little bit. Once again, that top right, tiny mark, but I genuinely think that, I'm hoping it gets kind of a bit of leniency, sorry. And then we have a duplicate again of the Crobat, really cool. There was one set out of the 2 that was a little bit better than the other. So there are some dupes that we thought, you know what, let's go and submit both of the best of the second set. So as you can see, there are some dupes in here. Up next, we have the Dugong, and look at that pattern right there. The holo, I just love it. It just absolutely sparkles. These are going to look absolutely incredible in a PSA slab, that is for sure. Here is the back once again. It seems to be a recurring theme. Maybe it was these are all from the same box, but there is a bit of a mark in the top right. This one is a little bit more prominent than the others. I'd say out of the ones I've seen so far, this is definitely one of them which is kind of more noticeable. So maybe this one will get marked down more than the others. But if that is the case, then I will take that, because the other ones are not too bad. Here is a Flareon card right here, and as you can see, with the biggest, it's almost got a double swirl in each bottom corner right here. The bottom right, sorry, is a lot bigger. You can definitely see it, but there definitely looks like there's one trying to appear. You can kind of see the edge on the bottom left, but this Flareon artwork is one of my favorite Flareon artworks. It just looks incredible. Really happy with this one, and it's just really incredible picking up a Skyridge set. I just absolutely love it. That's on the semi-rigid, this scratch right here. That's actually not on the card, but there is the front and back. But yeah, I love the E series, Aquapolis, Expedition, and Skyridge. I actually wasn't a fan of them growing up. I didn't like this border. I just didn't really like it. But I have definitely learned to appreciate the artwork, and they are now some of my favorite cards. Here is Fortress, very cool card. Here is the back. Once again, actually really good. Centering is decent. I would definitely say pretty much perfect. Maybe the top is a little bit thicker than the bottom again, but very cool card. Here we go. Some of the coolest cards coming up now. We have the Gengar, and look at the holo on this. It is a sparkling sensation right here. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. Love this artwork. In one of my opinions, definitely one of the best Gengars. Such a cheeky grin on it. Very cool card. Here is the back as well. This comes back a high grade. I'll be very happy with this one because, like I said, an incredible Gengar. Definitely one of the best out there for sure. We also have a second one right here. Very nice. No swell, unfortunately, from what I can see. If there was a massive swell there, that would be absolutely awesome. But there are some in this pile, guys, that have some incredible swells, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And like I said, be sure to smash the like button. Let me know which is your favorite card, out of today's submission. Look at this Gyarados. Is that not one of the most intimidating Gyaradoses you've ever seen? Incredible artwork right there. And the E-Series just makes it just look so much better. But here is the top and bottom. To left and right, I would say pretty perfect. Maybe if I'm being hypercritical, the top's a tiny bit thicker than the left, but not in such a way that I think it would get marked down, if I'm being totally honest. But I'll have to wait and see. And myself and Chloe will be doing returns videos of these sets. And then also, me and Chloe have a bit of a mini series going on our channel in the upcoming weeks, where we're going to be opening up some expedition packs, and we're also going to do a joint submission of all the pulls from those packs on our joint channel, which is now called the Collector's Card House. It used to be called the Poke Podcast. We still will be doing the Poke Podcast, but we're going to have some more bonus content on that channel, so definitely go subscribe if you're not already. And here is a Houndoom with an incredible swirl. Look at that is amazing. The Houndoom just gets some incredible artworks. It really does. A slight nick in the bottom right corner there, so hopefully a PSA 9, but we'll have to wait and see when that return comes back. Up next we have the Jolteon. I know there are a lot of Evolution fans on not only my channel but Chloe's channel as well, so if you are, let me know what your favorite Evolution is. Mine personally is Umbreon. It used to be the three Amigos, the originals in Jolteon, Vaporeon and Flareon, but since Moonbreon's appeared, I think Umbreon's become my favorite, so that's my personal opinion. Here's the back on this one. Very cool. Up next we have the Kabutops. Kabutops has some cool artwork too. Look at that. Probably one of my favorite. I think Kabutops is my favorite fossil Pokemon. I'm gonna throw that statement out there. Once again, top left, tiny white mark. Other than that though, really good condition. I'll probably say that's near mint, and hopefully it gets a PSA 9 or even a 10. Maybe that mark isn't enough to push it down, but being totally honest, I would imagine it would. So we have another one. Once again, a little bit better condition than the one previously. Very cool. Then we have a Ledian. Look at this artwork and look at that swirl smack bang middle of the card. I actually really like this artwork. In my opinion, guys, if you don't know much about Expedition, Aquapolis and Skyridge, definitely check them out. Check out the cards in the sets, because in my opinion, those three sets have some of the best artworks ever made. So definitely check them out if you don't know. But yeah, you guys are getting familiar with all the holos in Skyridge right now, and another swirl in this Ledian right here. We've got duplicate right now. Once again, pretty good condition. Maybe a little bit of whitening on this bottom left corner right here. So we'll have to see how that comes back, but we luckily have another swirl, which is really cool. Up next we have an OG Pokemon in Machamp. Absolutely love this artwork. Look at this. He's about to, it almost looks like he's about to fight another trainer. This looks, well, not Machamp, it's like a trainer battle. But yeah, look at that. Absolutely cool card right there. There is the back. Very nice. We are duping up on Machamp as well. It'd be really cool if there was a swirl right there. I think that would make it look perfect. But that is the back on that one. So like I said, really happy with the condition of these. I'm really hoping that we can get some surprise grades. If we can get some surprise 10s, that would be absolutely incredible. But hopefully we can get the best grades possible when these return. Here is a Magcargo. Beautiful artwork. I'm not even the biggest Magcargo fan, but still really nice artwork. Here is another alternate art of it. Well, it's not an alternate art, they just have in Expedition and some of the E-Series, they have multiple artworks in one set. Bit of a hint of a swell on the top right there. Really nice. There is the back. Slight ding in the top right. So we'll have to see how that one comes back. We have a Magneton up next. Beautiful card, and that holo is absolutely popping on it. Look at this. So good. Honestly, I genuinely just get mesmerized when I look at this set, people. It is just so good. Sorry if I'm sounding a little bit too excited. It's just not that often you get to appreciate such an incredible set that is Skyridge. So here is the Magneton again, a different version though. I'll put that there. We're duping up on this one also. Very beautiful. Here is the back. Actually, this one's, slight left. There is a bit of whitening, and the bottom right. So, and top left. Not the best of condition out of the two, but we'll have to see how that one comes back. Moltres. I actually have this in a reverse holo. It's a really beautiful card. And in the holo, it is just as good as well because it is absolutely popping. Look at that. If we can get a swirl on one of these one day, that would be absolutely incredible. There's the back. I'd probably say the bottom left has a little mark. Still really good condition, because you do actually see a few Skyridge cards on eBay, but they are never in the best condition. I mean, guys, this set is so old. It came out in 2003. Don't know if you can see in the bottom corner there if the camera wants to focus. This set came out in 2003, so it's 20 years old. And yeah, if you were able to keep this and collect this set and keep it in immaculate condition, then you are doing pretty well, because it is a very popular set that everyone is after. We got Nidoqueen up next. Beautiful artwork. Here is the back. Slight ding in that bottom right, as you can see, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh my goodness, look at the swirl on this Pillow Swine. That is beautiful. I just love the swirls. I know you guys do too, because we talk about them all the time on stream and on whatnot and stuff. Swells get the what? Let me know in the comment section down below. There we go. Another swell right here on the bottom right corner of the holo. Another Pillow Swine. Oh, I'll show you the back as well. Boom, right there. Up next, we have the Butler's newly found favorite Pokemon, Politoed. And do you know what? After seeing some of the artworks in the vintage sets, I can understand why he's growing a fond attachment to Politoed. Look at the artwork of that. That is absolutely sensational. So nice. That is the back as well. We've got Poliwrath chilling on a rock looking at is that Skarmory or Aerodactyl? Aerodactyl. We got him looking at an Aerodactyl with a massive swirl. There is the back as well. Very cool. We have a Raichu literally waving at someone right there. Here is the back, also very cool. Oh my goodness, guys. Look, there are so many good holos in this set. There really is. We have the Raikou up next. And look at that. Tell me that is not incredible. Oh my goodness. So cool. Oh, here's the back. Sorry, I'm actually just getting mesmerized just looking at the holo pattern. I need to show you guys the condition. But like I said, very happy that these are in really good condition. Hopefully we can get some big returns. There's actually a swirl on this Rhydon's nose, which is pretty cool. And here is the back as well. Up next, we have a Starmie. Shout out Deep Pocket Monster. I know how much he loves Starmie. That is an epic Starmie. Do you know what? I actually think he would like that one. I think Pat would be a big fan. Here is Chloe's favorite card of all time, the Steelix of Doom. This is a very interesting Steelix. I know Steelix usually gets some interesting artwork, but this one is very interesting. Look at that, the Steelix of Doom, and we're actually submitting two because Chloe loves it so much. There is the front, there is the back. Oh, wow. Okay, so I always say, is this the original Moonbryon? But apparently there's one in Neo Discovery, I think. But in my opinion, that is one of the best looking Umbreons of all time. Look at this swell appearing on the left, but you've got the full moon in the background, and it just looks absolutely incredible. Look at that. Guys, such an incredible card. Would you add this to your collection if you could? Or is there any card in this submission that you would add? I think that's on the... Is that on the card? I think that might actually be on the sleeve, but I'm not going to take it out, so I don't want to kind of move these cards as much as possible. But there is another one. We're duping up on it. Then we have a Vaporeon. Shout out Green Tea. I know how much Green Tea loves Vaporeon. And maybe one day he'll become an owner of this card. Hopefully that'll be a lot sooner than he thinks. So there is the back and front. Very nice. We've got Xatu. I actually have a reverse holo of this in a PSA 9. I picked this up in a collection, and it was just a part of it. And do you know what? It's actually a really nice card. I'm not the biggest fan of Xatu, but still, very cool card. And now we're moving on to the big boys, the crystals, guys. This is one of the reasons why Skyridge is one of my favorite sets, because of the crystals. We have a Celebi up next, and the biggest swirl coming right to the right of his face. Absolutely beautiful card. There is the back right there. Actually in not bad condition, to be fair, so very happy with that. Up next we have a dupe. Hopefully these can come back in good grades. Celebi, aka the onion head. Here is the back again. Very, very nice. And then we have my favorite Charizard. Actually, top 3. I always keep switching between the 3, but this is definitely one of my favorite Charizards of all time. We have the Crystal Charizard. This in a PSA 10 is a pretty pricey card, and I don't think this will get a 10. As you can see, there is some edge wear on the corners, bottom right, bottom left, and top right as well. But still, just to be able to purchase and own this card is a big thing, because I just love this card so much. So very excited to see what this comes back at, but I'm not expecting a 10, but still a very cool card. And why have one when you can get 2? Here is another Skyridge Crystal Charizard. Beautiful card. This one's probably a little bit better than the one before, so hopefully this gets a better grade than the one previously. But still, look at that. Just the artwork is sensational. Look at that. Oh, so good. We then also have a Crobat Crystal. Such a cool card. I actually think Skyridge has the most crystals out of the 3 sets. I don't think Expedition actually has any crystals, and then Skyridge has the most. I think it's 5. I could be wrong, but we're going to find out. So that's 3. We have another Crobat as well right here. Here is the back. Very nice. We have a Golem up next with a swirl literally coming out of its head. That is pretty cool. Very cool artwork. Here is the back as well. You know, I'm going to go a little bit closer for you guys to show off this card. Look at that. So nice. And we're duping up as well. We have another Golem. Pretty good condition. I'd actually probably say the one previously was a little bit better, but still, I'm going to grade these and see what they come back as. We then have a Ho-Oh. So I actually think it's 7. Is it 7? We have the Ho-Oh, which in my opinion is one of the best Ho-Oh artworks of all time. Usually there is a swirl in this area. It's quite actually like frequent with crystal Ho-Ohs, but this one actually doesn't have it. I feel like there's one trying to happen there, but still, look at the artwork of this Ho-Oh. Absolutely stunning. So nice. And there is the back. I'd actually say this is probably one of the more off-center cards in today's submission. The left's a lot thinner than the right. Then we have the Ho-Oh again. We're duping up. Beautiful card. Here is the back, a little bit better, definitely better centering than the previous one. And then we have a Kabutops up next, which is such cool artwork. Look at that. Kabutops does get some really nice artwork, as mentioned before, so really happy with that one. That is the top, the front and back, sorry. There we go. And then finally, guys, we have a Kabutops to go alongside our other one. We're sending all our crystals, and that is the condition. A bit of a nick in the bottom right. But guys, that is it. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, be sure to check out Chloe's channel because she's going to be doing an Aquapolis submission. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.